Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as the Byzantine Empire. So I have seen a lot of concern voiced in the comments because we're now fighting the Central Powers. Some people are concerned that they are going to easily defeat us, that we just can't compete with them. And if we were fighting them alone, where they were able to focus entirely on this front that we have here, then I would say we'd have some difficulty. We might even have to pull back and set up a defensive front behind rivers and in the mountains. However, we're not fighting them alone. They're fighting pretty much everybody else. They have this big old front up here with the Soviets and the Fourth International faction. Looks like the Italians here have invaded into Scandinavia. But that is not the Central Power Italy. That's the Allied Italy. Yeah, they also have the front here where you can see they're in fact losing against the Allies. They've actually lost some territory, though they did get into the Maginot Line, so they've taken these two level 10 forts here. So that's pretty bad for the Allies. But yeah, they're also losing over here. So they have this front here against the Italians. So yeah, they're in a pretty bad position if you ask me. I mean, they're also fighting over here in Denmark. I think they got to be really stretched as far as their forces go, which is why we see so few divisions, or at least on the German side here, so few divisions defending their territory. And so I think they're in a pretty weak position because of all the fronts that they're fighting on. So I'm not really all that concerned about it. It will be difficult for us to advance to some degree, just because we don't have the units to cover this territory until we get Bulgaria finished up. But honestly, I think the Central Powers are in one of the more weaker positions. I would actually prefer to be one of the members of the Allied faction than in the Central Powers right now. Because yes, while they are, losing in Italy, and apparently they're losing in France here as well, I think they're still in a stronger position. Because you got the British, of course, they have their territory over here that's not being attacked. And they don't really have to worry about being attacked. And this is just occupied territory. In Italy, we don't really know how that's going to go, but they still control all of Africa. They still have colonial territory around the world, though they've lost a lot of it. They still have a little bit. They still have some really important resources that they have access to, like rubber. They haven't lost that territory over here just yet. They're actually, it's kind of going back and forth here. So yeah, I feel like the Allies are actually in a better position than the Central Powers. I'd prefer to be a member of the Allies than their faction, because I think they're actually in a very exposed position. So I'm not too worried about it, guys. Also, there was some confusion with the Italian situation here. Seems that people thought, or at least a couple of people thought, that this is the Central Powers Italy. This is not. This is the Mussolini-led Allied Italy. And so, yeah, they have not invaded into France yet. This is still in Allied hands. This is the Central Powers Italy. And so they do have this territory here, but this here was under Austria-Hungary before. So really they just gained this territory, and that's pretty much it. Not much has changed in Italy with the Italians leaving. The big problem was Yugoslavia, and some people were confused why that happened. I think it's because Yugoslavia was a subject state of Italy, and then they were made free and then pulled out of their conflicts. So since Yugoslavia is no longer at war with anybody, they're completely at peace. As you can see here, they don't have, well, they do have one war still going, but the majority of the wars they're pulled out of. And so if you're not at war with them, you can't occupy their territory. And so that's why that territory was given back to them. And it was stupid, and it's unfortunate it happened that way. We'll have to reconquer it. As I said in the pinned comment, which I think a lot of people missed, we'll be doing Yugoslavia using the Justified War Goal, which I think is going to take 25 days. As soon as we're done with Bulgaria, which is another thing I think a lot of people missed, because I had, 4, maybe 5 comments, people saying, why don't we just use the justification since we can get it in 10 days. I did that at the end of that episode, so I think that's why people missed it. We are doing that, and it'll be done on the 21st of April. So we're looking at 10 days, because we just started it at the end of that episode. So once we get that, we'll invade here. It should be pretty easy. There's not a lot of divisions here, and it looks like Bulgaria for some reason has all of their divisions in this one province. So hopefully you should be able to get them conquered fairly quick. So let's go ahead and let it play. Oh, also, we should be getting a notification from the Americans soon that they're going to reject a request for Lend-Lease here. I requested Lend-Lease on accident. I was just trying to see if they would give us anything, which they will not. And I think, they might have already declined. But I asked them, and they were going to say no. I just did it on accident. Yeah, that might be the notification right there. Well, it looks like they're actually accepting it now. It said they were going to decline it. All right, well, I'm glad I asked. Free India has joined the Japanese faction. Okay. All right, so we should be advancing over here while we wait for the Bulgaria conflict. Let's go and stop that because that's not going to work. Yeah, there's no reason not to be advancing here. So let's go and go this way. We'll take an air base, but most importantly, we can try and cut off this division here. And then, yeah, there's more divisions that we can cut off. So we'll have this guy go here. Or actually, it should have been this guy since he's already going there. And then this guy go over here to make sure we don't lose that territory. And we'll try and get behind these guys as well. It looks like Somalia might have broke off here. Just take a look. Yeah, they're splitting up. I think this was all under one country. The Italo-Ethiopian Ethiopia. I think it was all one country, but yeah, it looks like they're splitting up into multiple ones or something like that. We have to keep declining this. Oh, also over here, there were some people concerned about the situation over here because we didn't have divisions. We do have American divisions to help defend this territory, and also the Germans are only they only have one border province with us, so it's not a problem yet. We can take care of Bulgaria first. I think that should be our priority. So yeah, lots of countries being pulled into this conflict here. All right, so we've advanced here. We're gonna go over all the way over to here, and let's just hope we don't get cut off. And we're gonna have to actually attack here to stop this. We're being attacked there. Not much we can do about it. And we should be able to get over here. I don't actually want to win this battle, but we do want that to end. And then let's go in and go all the way through here. And let's just hope we don't get ourselves cut off. As we take this province, that'll cut that guy off, and then we can wipe him out. Just trying to destroy as many divisions as we can. We are engaging with those convoys over here. And let me just take a look where those planes are. They're still over here. I think we're actually going to move over to the Black Sea. I think that'd be the best location for them right now, because I'd like to sink all the troop convoys that are attempting to go into Bulgaria. Sink as many of them as we can. Alright, so this should be a win here soon, and then we can wrap up around him. Still trying to win this, so let's just go ahead and support this. So we get it done a little bit quicker here, and then we'll be able to wipe that guy out. Let's go and advance here and here. Alright, so we'll still need to take this province before he'll actually be cut off. Yeah, they just don't have enough divisions over there to really stop us. This is really where the problem is, though, because we don't have enough divisions to stop them. The Austrians have more troops on their borders, and they also have the help of the Germans, I suppose. But yeah, this is where we're going to have some issues. Let's go and take this, and then wipe this guy out, and hope nobody reconnects it. I guess we'll come over here, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this guy cut off, and then we'll wipe him out. Still trying to move here. Let's go and actually move this guy over this way, and we'll advance over this way. And let's just see what's going on over here. So we don't even have a border with the Germans anymore. It looks like the Soviets took that one province after the Americans failed their attack, but at least weakened the units there. So yeah, I feel like we're in a pretty solid position here, honestly. Alright, so once he gets over here, we'll have him attack that way. And let's push forward here. We'll also attack right there. Though maybe we should actually attack there to weaken that guy. I don't know. I suppose we'll leave it how it is. So once he gets over here, we're going to have him attack, and we're just going to let this division keep on pushing forward here. Alright, so we just got a couple days left before we can declare war on Bulgaria. I am worried about the allies pulling in Yugoslavia, but luckily there's no divisions over here right now. But once we do pull them into this war, they might join these other conflicts, which will allow the Central Powers here to invade as well, creating a new front with them. We did sink those 5 convoys. I'm hoping we can sink these 5 as well. And yeah, we're having a lot of success here, getting, you know, a few divisions here and there cut off from supply. Alright, so let's see how we want to do this. Yeah, we don't want to get cut off. Let's just push this division back here. Well, we might not even be able to do that. We're actually pretty weak. We're just going to stay there. Trying trying to be a little bit cautious just because, you know, we don't have enough divisions to cover this entire front. It's a very large front. And the United States is requesting manpower for their garrisons. Yeah, I think we're going to decline that. I actually thought about asking them for manpower for our garrisons, but clearly they're having manpower problems. And that's one thing I was kind of worried about if I had asked them, is that they might have been having manpower issues themselves. Let's just attack this guy so we can't go down here and disrupt our efforts. But yeah, we did wipe all these units out pretty effectively, so that's good to see. It's going to go this way now. And just keep on pushing the front forward there, and then we're going to attempt to cut off this guy here and get him wiped out. But when you have an undefended front, that is typically the best way to get the AI's troops cut off and destroyed. Because they just don't do very good about those fronts. We did sink all 5 of those convoys. Alright, so that's very good news. The Austrians were not able to get many troops in here, which I was kind of worried about. And Bulgaria has spread out their troops over here as well, and this is unfortunate. It looks like Yugoslavia just got called into these conflicts. Or I thought they did. Seemed like they got pulled in. But yeah, we're not able to invade their territory. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. So we might not have to get the war goal against them. But yeah, it's not what I wanted them to. Yeah, I didn't want them to get pulled in like this. I prefer to just use the political power and do it ourselves so that we could not have to worry about the Allies pumping troops over here. And yeah, we'll just have to see what happens there, guys. Alright, so we got our justification. So now we can invade Bulgaria. Let's just see what we've done to the seas here. We just sunk more convoys. Our submarines have been incredibly effective. So let's go and declare war. We'll call in our allies. And let's get these guys wiped out. Alright, so we're going to be pushing forward across this whole front here. Let's go this way. Then we want to get these guys cut off. And then we'll just kind of spread out. We're not going to attack across the river if they have anybody defending the territory. I just don't see the point. And I want to get this port taken, so we're actually going to attempt this. I don't know if this is going to work out, though. Oops, I thought I had him supporting. Here we go. Huh, I can't seem to support that. Does he not border that province? No, he doesn't. Okay, it looked like he did. I see. He does not. We can do the anti-Bulgarian. So let's do that and get that bonus. I mean, we probably shouldn't take too long to get him defeated here. Let's go and attack these guys as well, just to lock them down while we take that province. And let's attack here. If we can get the ports taken, then that would be advantageous to us. Alright, so we did get across the river there, but it looks like they might push us back. Remember, we got those cruddy divisions over here? And we do need to run this front as well. Let's cut off these guys here. And then we're going to attempt to get over to this location. Actually, let's let this guy leave here in a couple hours and just go across right there and try and cut off that unit. Then we'll have this guy come up around here. Maybe. We'll have to have him go this way. Let's see if there's anything else we could do up along this front here. Let's actually support this. Should be able to get a win there. And we did get this unit here cut off, so let's go ahead and get them wiped out now. We're going to push forward here and here. Yeah, just all across the front. Alright, so trying to get this front here finished up. Let's go ahead and go. What's the quickest way? We should just go up this way. Have him go over here. Alright, so now we're defending that province there. And yeah, just no point on attacking across this river, I feel. Have they been pulled into the conflict yet? No. I could have swore it said that they were pulled into the wars. Maybe I read it wrong. Alright, so wiping out that division there. This guy's going to come down here. Should have that guy cut off soon, and we'll get him finished up. We were able to advance across the front. Let's go ahead and go after this province next. We'll see if we can't get behind them and take Kiev. Alright, so still pushing forward on these provinces. But let's go here now. Actually, can we get the win? Well, yeah, that's not going to work. We'll have to go here. And this is clearly going to be a failure, so we're going to stop that. I was hoping to take all the ports so they couldn't bring any more troops over here. But we still have both ports to take. Neither one of these are going to be effective. So we're going to have to stop that. Alright, so he's going to take this for us. Let's just go ahead and push forward across the front. And we're also going to attack right here to go after the capital. We want them to capitulate as quickly as possible. Let's go and attack right there. And right here. Yeah, I just want to get this front dealt with as quickly as we possibly can. That's going to be a loss, so we're going to stop that. Let's go ahead and see how we want to do this. And see if I can win here. And then what we'll do is try and cut off these units here, these two. We got the invisible ink, so let's go after... Suppose we could do the blueprint stealing interrogation techniques. I suppose we do that one next. Yeah, we'll do that one next. We still have military factories being constructed at this moment. Let's go and sweep across here now. We'll get this guy destroyed and take these provinces. But yeah, you can see it's a lot of open front, which is why we have to get this situation here dealt with as soon as we possibly can. Let's go and take this province as well. And we are currently about to be one province away from the capital. There we go. Beautiful. They have a lot of units over here, surprisingly. But this here will cut the country in two. Probably cause some major problems with our fronts as well. And let's see how we want to do this. Let's go and attack here. See if we can be successful in that attack anyway. So yeah, the front's kind of a little bit of a mess right now, but it's fine. Alright, so let's not defend this territory here. Trying to get the capital taken. Yeah, it is going to be slow going because we are micromanaging all of our troops here on multiple fronts. We were not able to get to Kiev that way, unfortunately, but maybe we can still do this here, and it would have to be this guy that attacks there because, yeah, otherwise we're not going to get it done. And yeah, there's just not a lot we can do up along this front due to lack of divisions. So we're just going to have to wait. Now, they did reconnect this, unfortunately. Yeah, that's kind of a shame because we lost that one province there. Looks like they're going to attack us here. Let's go ahead and have him attack there. And I'm going to see if I can win here, because it looks like that would be pretty close to being a win. Yeah. Alright, so more countries being pulled in. We have to make sure that this guy doesn't leave. Or try to make sure he doesn't leave. We'll see if that's effective or not. And I suppose we're going to have to attack here. Yeah. Alright, so we do have an available factory. So as far as infantry equipment goes, we're doing alright. We're still short on the support equipment, the trucks, and the artillery. And also need more planes. As far as rubber goes, we do have a little bit of rubber. But I think we're going to put some of that towards the trucks. Yeah, let's get some more trucks going, because I don't want to be short on that. Alright, so we're going to attempt an attack here. See if we can be successful. We can assist with this guy once he takes that province. Once we win here, the cav unit will be... Who's doing this attack? Us? Yeah, he's moving. We don't want him to do that. Let's keep these guys here. I'm not entirely sure why he was going through that province. But we did cut these guys off this way, so let's go and do this attack now. Some of these divisions are pretty weak, but we've cut them off on the coast. So now we just need to... I guess let's just take the ports. Yeah, let's just get the ports taken. And then what we'll do is we'll actually stop this attack here and try and get them all to go to that one province there. Let's get these guys coming over here. And we're going to not defend this province here. Actually go there, make sure that we finish up that defense. And I suppose we can go ahead and finish this now. Alright, so now we're going to go after the capital. We are going to need to stop these guys from moving. Don't have to, but let's just do it anyways. And I'm going to try and go after the capital, although maybe it'd be better to do... Yeah, maybe better to take that province. I don't know. I don't know if we can. It looks like that's going to be a loss. Alright, so we're just going to have to wait for some more divisions to get on that front, or for the divisions that are there to repair their organization. And we do have the ability to get the last air doctrine here. And there's still this one. I suppose we can spend the experience to get it. But yeah, the interception detection is what we'll get. Obviously, that's not that useful since we don't do the interception very often. Let me see what's going on over here on this front. So yeah, there's still not a border here, so we're fine, guys. Though we're not doing anything on this front. So we should push forward. I guess we'll take care of this. Or try to. I don't know how well it's going to work, because we just don't have the division numbers. So we are pretty limited over here. So we're going to wait for this division here to leave in 4 hours, and then we're going to attack Kiev. We got this guy coming over here, hopefully to defend it. We did get these divisions cut off, so let's try and get them wiped out now. It's going to be difficult to do, of course. Let's see if we can't win here. Difficult to do because we just don't have the division numbers over here. And we're still holding out many of these provinces we just lost there. It took them forever. And it looks like they then stopped the attack after winning there, so we'll be able to move right back. Yeah, we probably killed a lot as they were fighting in those mountains. Looks like we'll have this province here soon. I actually don't want to force them to retreat. But yeah, it looks like we'll have to attack in order to stop them from moving. Damn. Yeah, that didn't work out. Alright, so at this point, we just need to get these guys wiped out. They probably won't be able to leave via the port. But I really want to get the port taken so we don't have to worry about any more troops coming across here. Alright, so we're down to the one province. Let's finish them up now. But this is 4 Austrian divisions that we did get cut off. Let's go ahead and send these guys over here to help out. And make sure that both of them are coming over here as well. Because we need more troops to get this done. Alright, so we're just defending there. Let them exhaust themselves attacking us. That's fine. Need to attack there as well. Looks like he's the one that's going to be doing it. Sure, he stays here. They are attacking us there, and they did bring a division over here. Oh, damn. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's stop that attack. And I suppose we'll just have to attack this guy here to kind of help out with that defense. Alright, so let's see if we can't get behind this guy here. And probably don't want to do this. Let's attack this way. Because I don't want to be easily cut off here. Which it would be very easy to cut us off there. So now we have all these divisions here for this one little area. Which is unnecessary, of course. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start setting up our defense down here. What I want to do is I want to get these troops back. And so we're going to want 5 divisions on this front. Though one of them is going to go ahead and take care of this for us. Just, run over there real quick, hop on the trains, get over there and get that conquered. And then we'll be able to bring these, fully trained, full-size divisions over here, which I think would be helpful. Alright, so, yeah, these guys are all leaving. That's fine. We got other guys coming up to replace them. But yeah, we're in a situation where it might be wise to just not defend this territory. So we can get all these divisions coming over here so we can try and wipe them out as quickly as possible. And if they go across the river, it's not really going to hurt us. Alright, so we're going to have to do it with this guy here and just hope we don't get cut off. Well, I guess he takes that province, we won't be cut off. Alright, so they're all coming up along this territory here. We're just lucky the AI is being very passive, because they could be pushing us back in many areas. But the AI is being the AI. And not as aggressive as they could be at this moment. Let's have... he can move there, he's almost there. But we get the landing craft. So as far as naval techs that we could still get, you could get the bonus to the torpedo attack for our submarines, and that would be helpful. Other than that, though, there's not really a whole lot. I guess there's these ones here, the firefighting drills, to reduce the chance to receive critical hits and the effects of sustained critical hits. But submarines are so easily destroyed, critical hits usually isn't an issue. That's something you got to deal with for the bigger ships, and they take forever to repair for those bigger ships as well. So I don't think that this is worth it either. So what I'm thinking is the only thing really to get is the torpedoes. The bonuses for the torpedo attack. So yeah, we're going to get that one. Since we are relying on our submarines a lot. They're kind of our wall here, protecting all of our territory from being invaded. Now, I don't think any of our enemies are really in positions to do invasions of us, but yeah, it is helpful that we have the submarines protecting us. So they are actually attacking across that river, which again, I think is kind of foolish for them to do. Well, let's attempt an attack here. Looks like that should be successful. We're also defending right there. But yeah, just trying to get Bulgaria finished up, and the problem is we haven't taken their capital yet. Which faction is Free India in? Looks like there's not really much to Free India, it's just this one here. We'll accept that, but yeah, it's kind of irrelevant. Alright, so just looking at the situation here in Asia, the British have lost the Malay Peninsula, which means they lost all that juicy rubber, all the other resources here, so that's really going to hurt the British. Japan has also taken over Borneo. Yeah, we just need the trucks for this logistics, guys. The Italians are still seeing some success here. I mean, it's two Italies, but the Central Powers Italians are seeing success there. So they're pushing them back ever so slowly. And we actually are kind of rooting for the Allies in that front over the Central Powers. Because again, I feel like the Central Powers are a greater threat to us. Let's go take that victory point over there. And let's go and attack here as well. And I'm surprised that that's not a win, probably because... yeah, that's interesting. Alright, well, let's go this way. Oh yes, our planes. So we never brought planes into Bulgaria here, besides the close air support I guess we already had here. They did have some fighters that we were not, and we were not protecting our own territory there, our own planes, I mean. So what we need to do is for these smaller air wings, they're not even able to operate on the normal operations. You're going to have to put them on the no retreat. Because the air wings are just too tiny. Oops. So we'll change those up. And then let's just take some of these fighters here. And then move them. I'm thinking these two. Let's move them over to here. And then the close air support that we have, let's also move them over here so they can actually support those. They were for this territory here, but yeah, that's not necessary anymore. And then we have these guys here. Okay, I'm a little surprised we only have the... Are they assigned to the wrong location or something? Okay, so they're coming over here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but yeah, they weren't assigned here. Oh, okay, I see. We had them over here, and they were covering this. Got it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let's have these guys come over here and provide support instead. But yeah, no matter what, we can't really win in the skies here. In fact, maybe we should pull back if they're really bringing in a lot. I almost feel like we should pull back in these areas so we can just bring all our planes to the same location. Yeah, it probably would be for the best because we're not even doing anything here. So like maybe focus on this location. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I think that's better. We still have our naval bombers over here. Though they're not really putting any troops in the sea right now, so we could go ahead and move those. And let's see where we want to move them. We'll move over here. Alright, so still trying to get this here finished up. They did take that one province there, but again, I'm actually fine with them going up north. Overall, I think that'd be a positive. Get them out of here so we could take that capital and force them to capitulate. Alright, so now let's bring this guy over here. We did get another military factory. So we have one more rubber available. I think we should probably put that into the fighters. We do need to get more into tanks as well. Oh yes, I did forget that I named some of our units based on your guys' suggestions. So we've named the garrison division, and also I named this light tank division, and I forgot that I'm going to train one of these up because we actually have light tanks in the stockpile that we probably got from other countries when we defeated them. And so if we just built one of them, I mean, given we don't have any trucks right now, so that's something to consider. We should probably wait until we get trucks, since this does use the motorized. But yeah, I think we're going to make use of these and just have one division. because with these three, it's only 180 tanks. We have like 200 something. That should be enough to replace losses. And so yeah, I think if you just do, and just kind of reduce the combat width down to 10 is another possibility. If you wanted to like get rid of this, and then you need even less of the light tanks. Have a combat width of 10, just a real small fast unit. You can give them some of this stuff as well. Yeah, I think we're going to use these. They're named the Companion Cavalry, but we got to get these shortages of the trucks dealt with first. So we'll be working on that, continuing to work on that. But overall, equipment is becoming a problem as we're advancing and we're fighting all these fronts, and so equipment is becoming an issue. But the medium tank division, when we get that, we're going to name them Cataphracts. That seems to be the most popular name suggestion for them. While the actual tanks are going to be named the Spartans. So that's our medium tank design there. All right, so yeah, they are advancing here, but again, I don't see that as a problem. But what we could do, I suppose, is just stretch the front out here if we really wanted to deal with it. Yeah, we just need to get these guys wiped out, and we need to have a planning bonus too. That would be helpful. But you need to be able to attack these provinces here. I'm just waiting for that one to leave, and then we'll attack. But really, it's the problem here is that all our divisions are getting to the front. That's what the real issue is. Oh yes, also I wanted to see where these divisions are. Alright, so they're still on their way. They're not even attacking us down here. So hopefully those weaker divisions shouldn't be a problem. We are being attacked all across this front here. We're losing in some of the provinces. Most of them we do seem to be winning. Oh, this guy's too weak. Not going to be able to do anything there. Let's attempt to advance here. Looks like this guy, yeah, he's not doing so well. Actually, let's just go and attack here. And we have not taken Kiev yet, but it's now open, so let's go ahead and send a unit over there. And unfortunately, they did cut us off here. Alright, so that's a problem. We need to get solved here. I guess we'll just wait. So this is one of the issues. What if we go up this way? Yeah, it would probably get cut off. This is one of the issues when you're, trying to, push forward and cut divisions off on a front that you're just not paying much attention to. And it seems like the Italians continue to have success over here. Again, I keep calling them Italians. They're both Italy. The Central Powers continue to have success over there. All right, let's try this attack now. These guys look pretty weak. We just need to get the capital, and then they should capitulate. Let's go and take this too, because that'll cut this guy off. And we did not win there. All right, that's surprising. We can go and advance up along this way. See if we can't get behind those guys. And this guy should come over here, so I don't lose that province there. Alright, so we did win here, which has allowed us to move to this province. We did take Kiev as well. Alright, so that's excellent news. Alright, so having some success. Very mild success. Just because of the lack of divisions. We can't do more there. We're no longer cut off here, so that's good. Let's go ahead and see if we can't cut off these units by taking these two provinces. Cut off those two guys. And we're going to have to attack here to kind of help out on that defense where the Americans seem to be losing. We'll go here as well. And we are also successful in that attack. Alright, excellent. Military factories. We've got one to be assigned. Let's put in the infantry equipment because we're not getting the stockpiles that I was hoping to have there. Let's go ahead and assist. Let's have this guy also come over here. Make sure we take the capital. There we go. Excellent. Let's go and attack over this way. And I'm looking for the one division here. Yeah, again, I don't really care if they take these provinces. Alright, so it looks like they're not actually cut off, but it really doesn't matter here. Because they're just about done here. So let's just get this finished up. So let me see where those planes are at. Alright, so they're over here providing us some support. And we still don't have a closer air base to this zone, unfortunately. And it looks like that's where the majority of their planes are. We're trying to contend with them, but yeah, we just need to keep all of our planes in the same location to have any real chance here. Let's see if we can't get these guys cut off. If we can win here and then push them to that province, then we'll be able to get them destroyed. And then yeah, we'll just come up behind that guy. We'll let him take the province he's attempted to take. That's fine. And then once this guy takes this province, these guys will be cut off. So let's go ahead and see See how we want to do this. I was going to see if we can get around him. That's going to work. We should probably take out this territory first. We'll be there in 5 hours. Let's just let it finish up his movement. And Bulgaria just capitulated. All right, excellent. All right, so this front is completely dealt with. Give it an hour. And now we need to move these troops elsewhere. Which, again, I think the main location we should go to. I was going to put some troops over here to defend this, but it's unnecessary now. I think we should go ahead and take care of Yugoslavia. So let's go ahead and have all these divisions on this front line. Make sure they're getting a planning bonus. And then we're going to go ahead and start working on justifying a war goal, which, again, takes 25 days to do this. Well, now it's 10. Okay. We'll just do it now. Even if our troops aren't on the border, it's fine. And just get this all taken care of. Alright, so we've cut these guys off here. So let's see, are these guys still moving over here? Yeah, it looks like they're still attempting to move right there, so we'll just keep the attack going for now. And then let's have this guy attack here and this guy attack here. Try and get those 2 units destroyed. Unfortunately, they did move somebody over here, so that's not going to be successful. We're just going to have to wait. And I guess what we'll have to do is have this guy support that attack once he goes through here, because otherwise we're never going to win this. So let's just pull that back for now. He's just not able to do it on his lonesome. So let me see where we're at on the anti-air. We have 379. We need a lot for our main units, so we're not going to be able to put them into that right now. But what we can do is put them into here. To the mountain troops, because I was always going to add those onto the support. And so we can add those. That's not going to be too big of an issue. It'll still leave 319 in the stockpile. We only need 60. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And I don't think we can... Let me take a look real quick. We can. Oops. Let's go ahead and add another mountain unit in there. We need to get this larger. I don't know if they'll let me add any more, though. Oh, they will. Can we get all the way up to the full 24? We can. All right, so this division is now done. That's completely built out how we want it. And they should perform better now, because they've been having some difficulty in combat, as we've seen. Despite their extra bonuses, they're just not able to perform up to the what we need them to. So we're just going to have to let them take that, clearly. And let's go and attack here. And it doesn't look like that's going to work, so we're just going to stop this for now. And wait until this division takes this province here. Alright, so again, we're very lucky they're not taking advantage of their opportunities they have here on this front. Because, yeah, we'd be in trouble. Alright, so still waiting for these troops to get over here. When do we get the war goal? On the 21st of May. Alright. We are having some resistance to occupation in Kiev. And that's going to start causing equipment problems. That's probably why we're having trouble with the infantry equipment, actually. Is due to the fact that these guys need to go to this front. Is due to the fact that we're having to garrison more territory. So I think that's what's causing us the issues there. Let's go ahead and do. Have him come over here. I'm gonna attempt to get a win there. Yeah, it looks like that should be successful. And then let's go ahead and have this guy here support this attack and him as well. Just to get those 2 units destroyed before somebody reconnects it. We are having some difficulty there again, so let's do another attack here to help them out. Alright, so just waiting for those troops to get over there. And I guess we could just pay attention to this front until we're at war with Yugoslavia. And so we'll have to see where he retreats to. I guess we're going to try and get over here to stop him from taking that. Doesn't look like we will be able to. Okay, that's fine. So almost got that division destroyed. We already did one of them. There's only one left. But yeah, I'm hesitant to move too far forward here, considering the fact that it's a huge front and we just don't have that many divisions, and it's about to get larger with this here. In fact, that's strange. So Yugoslavia joined into the war with Austria-Hungary. Well, that's annoying. that's the notification we got. They joined into this war, but they didn't join into the war against us. Yeah, that's frustrating. So they're actually taking this territory here with no resistance. Remember, there's no troops here to stop them, while we're sitting here waiting on a war goal. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, so let's go ahead and do... We'll just tackle both these guys. Get that guy destroyed. And then I don't know if we can create a front here. Okay, it looks like you cannot. So we have to get across this. So let's take that. Let me see if you can't get across now. Okay, so it'll be over here. But yeah, you still can't create a front. Alright, so this is what we'll do. We'll have these guys just go together. And then up this way. And see if they can't get across. They're advancing over here, so that's a problem. But if we can get it behind them, then it won't be that big of an issue. Let's see if we can actually do that. And then this guy's going to come over this way. We did win over here, by the way. Wiped out that unit. So we'll keep on attempting to push forward here. And we do have another factory available. We'll just take a look at the equipment. Seems that trucks are still our main issue here. Okay. We have 5 factories put into trucks. Feel like that's probably enough. Yeah, that's probably enough, guys. Let's go up to... How are we doing on trains? We're doing alright for right now, anyways. But let's go ahead and do all our factories into the Spartans. And then soon, we're going to want to design the other stuff we need for that division. Alright, so these guys are already set up to go that way. And let's just let them go where they're at, guys. It's fine. We're going to see if we can't get up behind them this way. Then over here, we sunk another convoy. And it's a call to arms that we're going to decline. And non-aggression back from Yugoslavia, which obviously we're not going to accept. Yeah, but this is frustrating here, guys. Yeah, I'm kind of irritated. Because we owned all this territory at one time, and then it got taken from us to do that stupid event. And now we're going to have to take it back from Yugoslavia and from Austria-Hungary. Norway just capitulated. And this is the Allies invading into 4th International territory. Yeah, the craziness of this conflict. Well, look at Denmark. They gained back some of their territory here. And they might even be pushing forward. And look at this. The Germans are losing territory here. And that's what I was talking about, guys. This is why I'm not worried about the Central Powers. I think they're in the worst position out of all the factions right now, besides the 4th International, which is clearly struggling. Although, I don't know. They're advancing this way. But yeah, the 4th International, I think, is probably in the worst position overall. Though they might be gaining territory back, as the Central Powers are just... There's too many fronts. I mean, look at this, guys. Would you really want to be in the Central Powers right now? I wouldn't. Look at all these fronts they got to fight on. This is horrible. They're completely surrounded. And knowing the AI, they're bouncing troops all around. And while they are advancing on some fronts, they're losing on most of them. So yeah, I think that the Central Powers are in the worst position at this moment. Other than the 4th International, which is obviously doing horribly. And they're not in a good position themselves. Alright, so let's go ahead and attempt to get behind these guys here. Let me see who gets over there first, and that's the one we'll use. So it's going to be... Yeah, we'll let that guy go across those, and he'll just go here. And then he'll sweep through here. And then with this guy, I mean, we're still not winning here. Jeez. We need to try here, maybe? Is that guy leaving, though? Let's just let him leave. Yeah, we'll just let him leave. Finally, good God. So Yugoslavia's been pulled into the conflict now. And also, we can finally replace one of our production companies here. Remember, we lost all of them. And this was a big mistake, I would say, on my part with the focus tree. I should not have gone that one route on here. I regret doing that. But I also didn't realize that crackdown on foreign monopolies was over here on this side. I knew we needed to get that focus, but I didn't even pay attention to the fact that it was over here. And so we went this route instead. And this was not a good route to go because of the fact that we're at war with everybody. And so it really limits us on what we can get here. So if you look at the industrial concern, there's only one choice. That's the only one we can get, guys, once we get 150 political power. All the other options we cannot get. Now this one would be helpful because we haven't done a lot of research there, but it's really not the best option right now. Over here with tank designers, I don't think there's any choices. Yeah, there are no choices on tank designers. So can't do anything there. And then over here with the material designer, this is our only choice. The motorization research speed. So can't get any of these other ones. So yeah, that was my mistake on the focus tree. Shouldn't have went that route. Alright, well, we are finally at war with Yugoslavia, so let's go ahead and push into their territory now and just try and get as much as we possibly can. Again, we're just kind of in a, you know, it's an inopportune moment here. This is not how we wanted this to go down. Let's go ahead and go this way. I suppose these guys can go this way as well, since they're already here. Then we're going to sweep up here while this guy goes across here. Because remember, there's nobody to stop us from taking over all this territory. And so we should be able to advance fairly easily across all this. And I'm hoping we get to the capital. We'll see. Since that's worth the most points. And we got it last time. And I think our borders were somewhere up along here. So I'm hoping to be kind of close to where we were at before. We need to get to that to get it. Now we got this. Yeah, that was unnecessary. They finally pulled them in. We sunk 9 convoys there. Alright, so we are able to get across the straits there. Wasn't sure if that would be successful or not. Let's go ahead and go over this way and then over here. And then, is he going to get there first? 4 hours compared to the 3 hours. Looks like just barely. So let's go ahead and start the attack here then, since he'll be cut off soon. And then we'll have him support this. Although actually he should probably sit here and defend, since they're trying to reconnect it. We can go ahead and get this guy destroyed, though no matter what, we're going to have to attack across rivers, it seems. But that'll still be a victory, so we'll do it. Let's go over here. We're going to let this guy leave. Yeah, we'll let him leave, and then we'll take that province behind him. Probably not the best move for them. And yeah, just hesitant to push too far forward as of right now until we kind of finish this up. And we don't need to... Yeah, we'll just move this guy like so. Although, I guess they can attack from that province. Yeah, I guess you gotta cover that then. Alright, so let's make sure these troops are still pushing forward everywhere. Alright, so he's going up that way. Got these troops all moving. We'll have this guy go over here. And then let's go ahead and try and cut them off from getting the capital there while this unit moves up behind here. Alright, just try and sweep through as much of this territory as we can with these units. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. So we did cut off both of those units. Excellent. Let's go ahead and see if we can't work on getting them destroyed now. And then let's just sweep down here, get control of that airbase. And looks like we should be good over here, hopefully. But yeah, this is a difficult fight. Trying to get that done because of the river penalties. So what we might want to do... Yeah, I can see this being worth doing. So let's go and do that. That'll help them out. Alright, so let's go and attack over here, make sure that we don't lose that. Yeah, looking good all across here. And unfortunately this army is now having to hold some of these provinces here. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so he's going over this way. Let's let him finish it up. Guy's going to push forward here. And he could be pushing forward up to this location. I have him go here. But yeah, we just need to get up to those border provinces. Yeah, just sweep through here. And take as much of this over as we can. So let's go this way instead of whatever he was doing. Yeah, just get all this taken over. Getting us war score and just gaining control of it as well. Which I think, now that we got Bulgaria, getting control of this is key to getting our second to last decision for the cores. We have one for the Balkans. So I'm not sure how far up we got to go in order to be able to take that decision. Then the last one is for Italy. Because yeah, we would have taken them all at that point. This guy's almost over here to take over that territory for us. And we got more factories. So let me just see how we're doing. Seems that trucks is still an issue. Alright, you know what, we're going to put more factories into that then. I know that's going to result in some rubber problems. Because yeah, we don't want to have to build any more rubber. But you know what, somebody told me we can trade for rubber. Yeah, that's right. We'll just trade for the rubber we need. There you go, that'll work out. Just to get the truck issue solved. Still sinking that freight convoy there. Still trying to get across here as well. And attempting to wipe these troops out. Let's have this guy stay here. And, you know, let's go and attack there. Though, let's actually help out here, because otherwise that's not going to get done. We're having some difficulty there. So unfortunately, we're not able to cut that guy off. Let's go and push forward here. Attack him there. Maybe he'll retreat over here. Probably not. He'll probably retreat that way, but maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, so these guys here are still pushing forward. Let's have him go over this way instead of what he was going to do. And they actually have some troops over here. Yugoslavia does. I didn't know they had any troops. Looks like they got them built. But it's not going to be much of an issue. We're going to take that province next. Probably not going to get these ones here. Oh, they did just capitulate. Alright, excellent. Alright, so a ton of stuff to look at here. We got their equipment, so they had a little bit. Yeah, they capitulated. We got our interrogation techniques. And I don't know if we're going to work on... I mean, I suppose we could do this one to make it take longer. And there's a suicide pills. Yeah, there's still a few stuff for us to do. Okay, so we'll go and keep working on those. Alright, so these guys are now onto this front here. And we want it to be a small front, because I'm actually wanting to pull some of these guys off here to get them trained up. To just finish the training. I think the combat bonus is worth it. There's also troops here that we could train as well. But this front is, you know, obviously it's not very well defended as it is. So yeah, just lack of divisions here. And we still don't have the equipment to really do anything else yet. Okay, so we'll just have to wait. Just keep on working on our production, guys. Planes, that's something we should take a look at. So yeah, still don't have an air base over here, so we're just using this location. But we have this one here, which would probably provide better coverage. So let's actually go ahead and move these guys over here, because yeah, I think it would be better coverage from right there at that location. Though, you know what, I kind of want to take over this here. So maybe we should move all of our planes over here and focus on the Western Balkans. I think that would be wise. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can try and advance over here. Alright, so let's go and push forward there. And so yeah, we are up on this border here with the Austrians now. Or I suppose we should probably call them the Hungarians, since it's Hungary that formed Austria-Hungary this time. Still working on that there, and also trying to get these units here wiped out. Let's just kind of thicken this up, give it some girth, so they can't escape. Actually, let's go over here. Yeah, we don't want them escaping. Let's make sure these guys stay up on this front. Looks like they're trying to take off. We don't want that to happen. Really, I don't like having to advance up along this front here, guys. Into Russian territory. You really need to be advancing this way. But yeah, there's not really any choice. I mean, you could defend it instead, but yeah, I don't want to do that either. This is a problem here. Let's go ahead and give them an order. Also, we should probably just take care of this one because it's just about done. Damn it. Oh, that sucks. I deleted the whole front, guys. Yeah, that's a shame. Damn it. Yeah, that's really irritating. Alright, so let's go ahead and give him another one. And this is going to cause some problems. We need to take these guys. And then go ahead and just give them another front here. So yeah, that's a bummer. I didn't mean to do that. Just trying to delete their order. It did not work out that way. Alright, so we got this guy coming over here. Really need another division over there. So once we finish up with these, I'll send one of them over here to help us out. And then we're just waiting for these divisions to get up onto this front. I'm going to attempt to get a win here. So we're on the defense right there. And yes, we don't need all the Red Army coming down here. So let's go ahead and stop that. Yeah, we don't want them taking off over here. Let's bring these guys over this way. Still trying to wipe out that one division, struggling. And also struggling with these ones here. But yeah, we did get over here. I don't think they're going to take that province from us. And hopefully we can advance onto this front. Advance, push a little bit further forward. Yes, that's right. We got this guy here, so let's go get this taken care of. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to let these guys train over here before we pull those out. Make sure they're getting the 25% combat bonus, because these are probably regular units. These are actually some medium tanks there. So we're going to want to, before we pull out those divisions, we're going to train those guys up, and then also let them get their entrenchment. And then we'll pull those divisions out. I know that's going to take a while. We need divisions over here, but it's fine. I want to make sure they don't push forward there. I don't want to lose Egypt. Remember, that is core territory now, so it's not just the way you normally look at Egypt, where it's, you know, obviously it's got the important canal there, but otherwise you're not getting much from it. In our case, we are getting quite a bit from it because of the cores. All right, let's go and take all this territory here. And we do have this province here guarded now. I'm really hesitant to push forward. We have an American division, so maybe it won't be a problem. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. Let's go this way and then come back, so he'll be easy to cut off, and we'll try and get him wiped out. We'll see how well that's gonna work out. We did advance successfully here. Looks like that guy's about to, I don't know, I think he's moving over to that province or something. Yeah, he's got to be moving over there, because he's not attacking us here. Yeah, we can just try and cut these guys off. I think that's the better option. And maybe attack here as well, since, well, you're going to have to attack across the river. Okay. And that might be a win if we do the makeshift bridges. Yeah, this is currently what the front looks like. We finally won here. Good God, it looks like that we had to have Americans helping us to get it done. Looks like we're also almost done wiping out those divisions. Yeah, it's looking pretty good overall, and Germany's losing their core territory now. So they're in a lot of trouble at this point. Central Powers are going to lose. Yeah, and the core here, or the key here, is for us to take over as much of the Austria-Hungary as we can. And so that's where we really need to be advancing. And this whole front here is kind of irrelevant. Now we'll get to keep that territory until the peace treaty anyways. But we're not at war with the Fourth International, so eventually we'd have to give it up if we don't do the peace treaty. So that would require the Fourth International to be defeated, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't know. There's no victory points over here, not very many. So they can't be defeated this way. They have to be defeated over here. And you typically got to get up to right around here or so, or maybe even a little bit further, depending on what they've lost over here. And it looks like they're being pushed back. At least by a little bit. The Central Powers, I mean. But yeah, then you got the Allies invading through Scandinavia, so it's kind of a mess. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here. But the main thing that matters is the fact that Central Powers are losing. They're struggling. And then at that point, then it's going to be the Allies that we have to fight. The British and the Italians. But yeah, I think that Germany will capitulate. Austria-Hungary is going to capitulate. I think it's just a matter of time. They're all going to lose. And then it will just be us against the Allies here. Yeah, they just had too many enemies, guys. Look at that, just completely surrounded. That's their problem. While the Allies, are also fighting all the same countries, but they have a much better situation with the front here and the invasion here. I guess they're fighting in India now, but I mean, yeah, it's a way better situation. I would way rather be in this situation here. And also, what's interesting, it looks like they're having success over here against the Americans, because the Americans put all their divisions elsewhere. So let's take a look at the casualties before we end the episode. So we're looking at 62,000 currently. The Americans have almost double that. Denmark has lost a lot of troops as well, but they've had success. Yeah, they're still holding out there. But yeah, we've lost 62,000, and 23.4 thousand of that was to the Germans. Germany's already 24% towards capitulation. We have killed 230,000 for the 23,000 that are dead. So that's a 10.0 kill-death ratio. So yeah, just absolutely fantastic. Killed 7,000 of this Italy. It looks like neither Italy is on the board here. Austria-Hungary, we've killed 103,000. Well, they've only killed 8,000 of ours. So yeah, not bad at all. El Salvador, we killed 10,000 of theirs. Bulgaria, we killed 82,000. Well, they killed 10,000. So 8.0, or an 8 kill-death ratio. It's not too bad there. Against the British, we killed 321,000 compared to the 17,000 they killed of ours. This Italy, we've killed 9.4 thousand. The Belgians, 58,000. Killed 9.4 thousand Portuguese. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on the casualties so far. And look at the fielded manpower. You know, when you count both factions, they outnumber us. But yeah, this is 2 factions here. And look at the losses. Yeah, that's insane. And you're counting Denmark, which is not even in our faction. So this is for all wars. Let me see how we're doing against each faction. So against the Central Powers, this is the casualties. And look at their fielded manpower. They actually have probably around the same amount of fielded manpower we currently have, because they're having such difficulty and because we just killed so many of their troops in this episode. You know, we cut off and destroyed quite a few divisions. And then against the Allies, even better kill-death ratio. But the fielded manpower is a little bit more open, so it's unclear exactly where they're standing. They probably have more than us, though, I would assume, but they got a lot of countries here. So yeah, that was... how many of these did we kill? We killed 859 Yugoslavians, despite us capitulating them. There just wasn't very many troops, and we didn't do much fighting against them before they capitulated. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think the Central Powers will probably capitulate next episode. If not then in the following episode. And then the 4th International will get all their territory back. So they'll be in a better position, and we're not at war with the 4th International. The United States is, but we're not. And since we're neutral, they can't invade from our territory, but they don't know that, so they're over here defending this territory here. But yeah, they'll basically get back anything that we're not occupying. They'll get back from the Central Powers. Yeah, I expect them to capitulate, and then from there, we'll be in a good position to do invasions of Italy, and then into British-held France. Though that doesn't really help us much, honestly. We need to invade the British in their homeland, which is going to be a little more difficult to do depending on what their fleet looks like. Let me just take a look here. See how many ships they got left. Yeah, they're still doing pretty good on the ships, while we know our ally is not. Yeah, they're not doing great on that front. Germany's lost a lot of their ships. Take a look at Japan, see how they're doing. Seems like they are probably close to the same number of ships the British have. The British might have the largest navy in the world. And what's going on with Spain? So it looks like Spain, they have a war goal against the British. So they might attack them, but they're not at war with anybody currently. And they're the only ones in that faction. So we'll have to see what happens with Spain. But maybe they'll attack the Allies. And then they'll invade British-occupied France from the south. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, which will not be until Tuesday. That'll be the next episode. We will not have one on Sunday, unfortunately. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and thanks for watching.